Committee will be in order. I thank the ranking member, the gentlelady from Pennsylvania, Ms. Scanlon, for her opening statement. I now recognize the chairman of the full committee, Mr. Jordan, for his opening statement.
I thank the chairman. It's not just the press that's under attack. Every single liberty we enjoy under the First Amendment's been assaulted in the last couple years. I mean, you think about it. Your right to practice your faith, your right to assemble, your right to petition the government, free press, free speech, every right we enjoy. Americans were, a couple years ago, Americans were told they couldn't go to church on Sunday. Think about that. 2.5 years ago, I spoke to the New Mexico Republican Party in Amarillo, Texas, because they had to go to Texas to get the freedom to assemble because they couldn't do it in their own darn state where they pay taxes because their governor wouldn't let them. Your right to petition the government, you want to petition your member of Congress, you couldn't do it at Congress because the speaker wouldn't let you in. Your own darn capital that you pay for. But the most important two are free press and free speech. We're going to hear about the press today and what's happened to two of our witnesses. How freedom of the press, how they went after Miss Atkinson, what happened to Miss Herridge. This is scary. And then just a couple weeks ago, I went to the argument, and this should frighten us all. I went to the argument in front of the Supreme Court. We had a justice on the United States Supreme Court. This is the big censorship case. It's something this committee spent a lot of time on, where big government pressures big tech and big academia to censor speech, not just conservative speech, all speech. That's frightening. And we went to the argument in front of the Supreme Court, and one of the justices said to the Solicitor General from Louisiana, "Counselor, your position has the First Amendment hamstringing the government." That's exactly what it's supposed to do, for goodness sake. So this is about the First Amendment. And a free press is essential to having a robust First Amendment and free debate in our culture. And if you don't have free debate, you can't settle your disputes by arguing and debating, the alternative is frightening. So there is no more important hearing than this. And I want to thank our chairman, and I really want to thank our four witnesses for being here. This is of critical importance. And you know what? This is why we got to pass the Press Shield Act. The House has got it. Let's hope the Senate and the White House can figure this out. We pass this so we don't have this stuff happening to Ms. Herridge. It's happening right now where we actually had a situation in this committee room. So we got some members of this committee who were there that day, where my colleagues on the other side, we had Matt Taibbi on the witness stand, and we had colleagues on the other side pressuring him to divulge his sources. In a hearing in Congress, I don't know, to me that's scary as well. So this is a critically important hearing with some great witnesses. I look forward to hearing their testimony and the questions that follow, and with that I yield back.
I thank the chairman. I'll now recognize the ranking member of the full committee, Mr. Nadler, for his